yesterday we have wind up with the explanation of land breeze and sea breeze. Today again I am starting with the same topic, that is sea breeze and land breeze. So as I explained yesterday, sea breeze is nothing but a flowing of cool air from sea side to land side due to difference in air pressure. As you know, in daytime, actually sea breeze is happening in daytime. In daytime, what is happening? Because of the bright sun rays, land become hot soon as compared to sea water. So the air which is near the earth surface, that rises, resulting into there is a decrease in the air pressure near the surface of the earth. And now this hot air becomes light, so it rises up. Now it will go up, and from the sea, what is there? Because of the less hot water, that air which is still cool as compared to the earth or surface of the earth air, it will flow from sea side to land side. And now hot air which is rising from the surface of the earth, it will move toward the seaside. So ultimately there is a one air current will be generated. This is the air current which is generated due to difference in the air pressure. Warm air is moving from land side to seaside, and cool air is flowing from seaside to land side. Similarly, in case of land breeze, reverse is happening, and this is happening at night. So the sea breeze take place at night, while land breeze take place at, this is sea breeze at day and this is at night. So remember, land breeze, when it is happening at night. At night what is happening? Sun rays are not there, so earth become cool faster than water, while in daytime earth become hotter than that of sea water. Means earth has got the capability to become hot faster and become cool faster. So in the night time, what is there? Land become cool as compared to sea water. So now what is there? The air which is near the sea water, what it is doing? It is still hot, so it will rise up. So near the sea water, air pressure will decrease, while near the land, what is there? Air is cool and pressure is very high. So now cool air from the land side, it will flow toward the sea side. And this is again because of the difference of the air pressure. So the cool air flow from land side to sea side due to difference in the air pressure. So suppose there is still doubt to understand the formation of sea breeze and land breeze. So let us have this one in one of the animation, and I hope that you will understand.
Land and sea breezes. We all know that during the daytime, playing on the beach feels warmer than enjoying the cool waves of water. Why is it so? It is because during the day, the land gets heated faster than the sea water. In the coastal areas, we can experience an interesting phenomenon of sea and land breezes. During the day, wind blows from sea to land. This is called the sea breeze. While during night, wind blows from land to sea. This is called the land breeze. Let us now study the formation of land and sea breeze. During the day, the sun heats up both the sea and the land. This creates a low pressure of air above the land and high pressure of air above the seawater. With such pressure difference, the conditions are perfect for a small breeze to develop. Thus, cooler air from the sea blows towards the land to equalize the pressure. This flow of air from sea to land is known as sea breeze. Further, warm air from the land moves towards the sea to complete the cycle. Thus, during daytime, sea breeze continues to move in a cycle. At night, the land cools down faster than the sea water. This creates a low pressure of air above the sea and high pressure of air above the land. With such a pressure difference, conditions are perfect for a small breeze to develop. So, cool air from the land moves towards the sea to equalize the pressure. This flow of air from land to sea is called land breeze. Further, warm air from the sea moves towards the land to complete the cycle. Thus, during night, land breeze continues to move in a cycle.
Now third mode of heat transfer. The third mode of heat transfer is known as radiation. Just see, when we stand or sit under sun, we feel hot. Similarly, when we sit near the fire, again we feel hot. What is it? Even though we are away from the burning fire, we are away from the sun, nevertheless we are feeling hot. Why? Because the sun or burning flame, they transfer heat energy from millions of kilometers away to us without any medium. So the radiation is nothing but a mode of transfer of heat. Mode of transfer. The mode of heat transfer from the sun to the earth without any medium is known as radiation. Means in the radiation, medium is not required for the heat transfer. Without any medium, only heat will be transferred from one place to another place. This mode of radiation is very important for us because of the radiation only, the sun rays or sun heat is solar energy is reaching to us. Because of that only plants, herbs, shrubs, animals all are surviving. Now, so radiation, it doesn't mean that through radiation only sun rays are coming to us. We can sit near the hot, any hot body like iron box. So again, through radiation only heat will reach to us. Remember, actually whatever radiation are coming or falling on any object. So there will be three things. Number one thing is, some of the radiation which are falling on the object, they will be reflected. Some part of the radiation will be absorbed by the body itself, and some of the radiation will be transmitted by that object. So radiation will be divided into three parts. One part will be absorbed by the object, another part will be reflected by the object, third part transmitted by the object. So just see, any body can only become hot because of the radiation if it absorbs the heat. So because of the absorption of Because of the absorption of radiation, any object become hot. So remember, radiation is very important for the object as well as for the nature. There is one more question. Why are windows of coastal area houses made to face sea? Always remember, in coastal area, what is there? Daytime sea breeze is there. Means from the seaside, cool air is flowing towards the land. So try to understand, humidity is also more in the coastal areas. So daytime, what is happening? If the houses windows are made to face the sea, so they will receive the cool air, because in daytime what is happening? Cold breeze will flow from seaside to land side. Means sea breeze is there. Because of that, they are receiving the cool air. That is why their windows of their houses are made to face the sea. Kinds of clothes we wear in summer and winter season. So we know that we are wearing the different kinds of clothes in different seasons. Especially in summer season, we are wearing the light color clothes, while in winter season we are wearing the dark color clothes. So in summer season, why do we wear light color clothes? Why do we wear dark color clothes in winter season? The simple reason is there. Light color clothes very easily they reflect the heat. Means they will not absorb the heat, and you know in the summer season what is their temperature is very high, and if again our clothes will absorb the heat, so our body will become very hot. So to avoid the absorption of heat, we wear light color clothes in summer, while in case of winter temperature is less and our body require heat to be absorbed, so we wear dark color clothes. Dark color is a good absorber of heat. So in winter season, whatever heat is there, whatever radiation is there in the atmosphere, dark color clothes absorb them and they make our body hot. That is why in winter season we want to wear dark color clothes. Now I am going to teach you one activity related with the dark color and light color utensil. How they keep the water warm. Just see. Take two utensils and one utensil whose surface should be coated with copper or black color. Copper coated or black color coated utensil. Another one white color coated utensil, means their surface should be coated. Now half of the utensil should be filled with water. Keep them under sun rays for 3-4 hours. After 3-4 hours, what you will see? The utensil whose surface was coated with black color or copper, if it is copper coated, so their water is more warmer than that of the water which is kept in the white coated utensil. What does it indicate? It indicates that dark color, they are good absorber of the heat. Now with the continuation of same activity, now suppose both utensils now you are keeping under shade, means in shadow, or you can say in cool atmosphere you are keeping. So what you will observe? You will observe that the dark color utensil water become cool faster than that of the white color coated utensil. Means black color, that is good absorber as well as good reflector. Means they absorb heat fastly and emit the radiation fastly. Now one more aspect of this unit is woolen clothes keep us warm in winter. Just try to understand, in winter season mostly we are wearing the woolen clothes. Why? Woolen clothes keep us warm due to two reasons, especially in winter season. Number one thing is, wools are poor conductor of heat. So whatever our body generate heat. If you wore woolen clothes, so wool will not allow body heat to go out. So what is there? That body heat will be prevailed there only, and it will keep our body warm. That is the first reason. Second reason is, since wool is a poor conductor of heat, so whatever body heat is generated, some of the heat is trapped in between the woolen fibers, or whatever air wants to cool air enters to our body from the atmosphere, that air entrapped in between the woolen fiber. So woolen cloths are doing two works. Number one, they does not let our body heat to go out. Second, they does not let outer air to reach our body. Because of these two reasons, woolen clothes keep us warm. Once again I am telling you, woolen clothes are poor conductor of heat, so they will not allow our body heat to go out. Similarly, in woolen fibers, cool air of atmosphere will not come to us, because in between the woolen fiber that will be entrapped. One more very interesting aspect is there. Suppose you have given a choice. In winter, would you like to use one thick blanket or two thin blanket joined together? Suppose winter season is there. You have been given a choice. Either use one thick blanket or use two thin blankets joined together. So which you would like to use? So answer is two thin blanket, because when they are joined, in between their joint, what is there? Air is trapped, and air being a poor conductor does not allow the body heat to come out of the blanket, and this heat will keep us warm. So always remember, never go for the thick blanket, always go for the thin blanket joined together, two or more. Similarly, you might have seen the people living in the very cold countries, they are using more than one cloth, means 2, 3, 4 pieces cloth they are wearing. This is the only reason, because in between the joints or in between the so many clothes, some air is trapped, which is being a poor conductor does not allow the body heat to come out. In this way, dear cadets, I have completed this chapter. Now I am going to recapitulate the things. Now I am recapitulating this one. How many things we have completed today? We have completed, or you can say we have started with the formation of land breeze and sea breeze. And now I have explained you the radiation. Why object become hot? Because of the absorption of radiation. Then dark color cloth, light color cloth in summer and winter season. Dark color cloth we are using in the winter season. Light color cloth we are using or we are wearing in the winter season. Sorry. Now dark color cloths in winter season and light color cloths in summer season. Now woolen cloths, why do we wear in winter season? In this way this chapter is completed. Now this is the time to check your learning. So I am giving you some questions. Write down their questions, answers, and submit me for checking on 974-3535-029. That is, first question is, what do you mean by radiation? Why is sea breeze and land breeze generated? Why do we wear woolen clothes in winter? Why do we wear light color clothes in summer? So these are the things, and you have to write their answer. Now next time onwards, we'll explain you the NCERT exercise. Thank you. Dear cadets, keep on writing all those things, because when the school will start, we won't have time to again complete this one. So make separate notes for